What's up, guys? I am back with the second video. This is day 2 of 30. It is June 11th. It is a Friday. Yeah. I went for a run today, and I was thinking to myself, it's very easy on the days when it's easy. That sounds that's a naive oversimplification of what I'm trying to say, and I'm sure many of you can relate to this. It is very easy to be productive, to get up out of bed early, to do the things that you know that you should do on days when you're feeling motivated. That's obvious. And the question that everybody has, I think maybe the universal question, is it possible to cultivate a mode of behavior that facilitates that feeling every day? How can you feel excited and energetic and productive every single day? I'm not sure if you can. It seems to me the way that it works for me is that when that feeling arises out of a consistent pursuit of, a consistent pursuit of that feeling. The way that I look at it is, in pursuing that feeling of, I guess what it is it's a feeling of place, it's a feeling of purpose, it's a feeling of being in the right place. That's what it is, to a certain degree. And by doing the things that, let me think. The things that you do when you feel good, when you're having a productive day, when you're feeling motivated, when you're excited about life, the things that you do that day, the things that you do on that day are it's the foundation that facilitates that that positive feeling. So yeah, I don't know if I'm articulating this idea correctly. The way that I would say it is something like this. When I pursue my goals and the things that I want to achieve, I do it, let's say I do it for 10 days. 1, 2, maybe 3 of those days, more like just 1 though most of the time, 1 out of those 10 days, 2 out of those 10 days, do I wake up and feel excited and energetic and motivated throughout the day. Sometimes it is 1 or 2 tasks that I will feel passionate about, or whatever the word that you want to use is, I will feel right about. So I was on my run today, and I thought to myself, when you wake up and you really, really don't want to, for me, the way that it typically works, when I wake up and I really don't want to do the things that I should do. Let's say, for example, reading, writing. Let's say, like, right now I'm pursuing a new career, so writing my resume, writing my cover letter. When I wake up and I don't have a fire driving me forward. Let's say one day I don't do them. So I'm like, I'll write tomorrow. I'll have 4 hours tomorrow. I'll write tomorrow. sometimes, most of the time, I don't write the next day. And then that turns into 4 or 5 days. And then I am fed up with feeling inadequate, that I'm, fed up by falling short. So I correct my course, I get back on the path, and I do good for 4 or 5 days, and I feel that positive emotion, and it feels so good, and maybe that positive emotion even carries me for 2 or 3 more days, and then I fall off again. So I guess what I'm trying to say here, the point that I'm trying to make, the thing that I think is most important for me right now, it is simply the consistency. It is simply doing what I need to do every day, regardless of how I feel. I saw this interview, I think it's the Jocko Willink podcast, actually, and people submit questions. And I don't remember what the question was, but I remember what his answer was. It was something like, just go through the motions. Jocko Willink said, just go through the motions. Just when you wake up and you really don't want to do whatever it is, you just get up and you do it anyway. And that seems very simple, right? It seems very obvious, but there's something deeply purposeful about that, I guess. It's only from those actions that you're going to cultivate that feeling of purpose. And maybe there's a point where you can get to 8 out of 10 days where you wake up with that fire and that drive and that passion. So that's part of the reason that I'm making these videos every day. I'm just going to do it because maybe in 30 days the videos will be a little bit better, or they'll be a little bit more inspired in some way. Maybe these vlogs will be a little bit more exciting and a little bit maybe more coherent. Maybe my pursuit just in general will be a little bit more articulate, because that's kind of what these videos are for. They're for me to just, to a certain degree, document my pursuit, what it is that I'm pursuing in my life. That's what this vlog is really about. And because I'm so inconsistent, I lose sight of that, and it takes me 2 or 3 days to find it again, and then maybe let's say I get back to where I was, and then I build, I'll build on it for 2 or 3 more days, and then I forget about it, fall off the path for 5 days, and so then it takes me 3 days to get back. So the growth is much, much, much slower than if on those days off where I don't do what I should do, if I just went through the motions, even though I'm not inspired, I just do it anyway. And yeah, maybe it will, I don't know, maybe it'll help me. The consistency is, I think, the thing that's hurting me the most. And it's consistency with everything, man. It's applicable across the board. Yeah. I don't really know much else. That's kind of what I was thinking about today. It's like, yeah, on my run, I really just didn't want to run. I did not want to go for a run, so yeah. When I talk about these things out loud, when I say them in words, it seems so simple and so obvious to me. But when I think about them, when I have the thought, it feels a lot more impactful in my head than when I say it. I think that's because there's a disconnect here. I can't extemporaneously articulate the ideas that I have always. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I see these, I don't know what it is. I see or I feel these kind of, I would call them like fundamental truths. And I just don't know how to, I don't know how to say it. So sometimes it seems really rambly. I'm sure this video seems very rambly. But it's okay. Like I said, maybe it's a skill that you develop, you know, and maybe it's something that the more that I do this, the better I'll get. And also maybe it's something that I need to take the time and I need to write it down and really flesh out the idea before I try to turn the camera on and film it and talk about it. But maybe I can do both of those things. You know, maybe I can get it out here like this and then go and refine the idea. Regardless, I think that there's utility for me. It just feels right to do this, to talk about what it is that I'm thinking about daily. To be honest, I wish I could just have this camera next to me all the time, you know, like at work. If I could just, if you've ever watched like House of Cards, when Kevin Spacey just like turns and talks to the camera and he has a nice little breaking the fourth wall monologue. I wish I could do that. I wish I had a little camera following me around in life so that I could just turn to the camera, have a little monologue. Maybe I would be better at extemporaneously speaking. What else is going on? Keela, my wonderful, beautiful girlfriend, got this. Let's see if you guys can see it. It is a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label, and she got it for free. So I'm going to be drinking some of this. It's really awesome. She got it for free, so unopened bottle too. Really great. So yeah, what else am I doing today? I went to work, went for a run. I'm going to do a little bit of journaling. One of the things I'm doing in the morning that's really, really good, I'm doing a nice little like simple physical exercise warm-up in the morning. I want to try to work on that. What do I got to do the rest of the night? I'm thinking about buying a Chromebook so that I can start going to the library and writing. I can type on it. I'm thinking about going into Best Buy and buying one of those. I think you can get one for about $100. I'm going to make some final payments that I have to make. I am going to clean for a little bit. Maybe edit some of my camping YouTube video, and maybe record a little bit of WoW and drink a little bit of Johnny Walker Blue Label. Maybe order some cigars too. We'll see if I can do all that. If not, I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to make a little list of just the things that I need to do, maybe like this week, and just start kind of knocking them out. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this little vlog. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you watch it, if you're interested. One of the things I need to do this weekend is work on the peripherals. Work on YouTube videos, work on TikTok, that kind of thing. Alright guys, I'm signing off for now. Remember that you are the salt of the earth and you're the light of the world. Have a wonderful night. Or morning. Or day. Whatever you're doing. You're an incredible individual. See ya.